Also, if we have a vertical tangent for the graph, also it's not considered as a local extrema. So again, critical numbers are the x values of the maximum and minimum. Local extrema are the maximum or the minimum, which is usually the y values. So in order to find the critical numbers, we usually find the derivative f of x, we make it equal to 0. So we have the function f of x, which is x to the power 1/3. So we would find the derivative by using the power rule. We drop the power down, which is 1/3. Then what do? We subtract the power, which is, we took it in term 1, subtract the power by 1. So it's 1/3 minus 1. So f prime of x, which is 1/3, x to the power -2/3. Now -2/3, we will write it, since it's a negative exponent, so it will be 1/3 to the power 2/3. Also, we can write it as 1/3 and the cubic root of x squared. So this is our first derivative. Now, if we graph it, now before we graph it, we will solve it. F prime of x equal to 0. It means 1/3 cubic root of x squared equal to 0. So now we do the cross product. We will multiply 1 by 1, and this by, it will be 1 times 0. So this is a false statement. So we can say f of x has no critical numbers. We don't have any critical numbers because we solved the derivative equal to 0 and we got a false statement x. This term we multiplied by 0 is 0. 1 times 1, which is false statement, so no critical point. If there is no critical point, means f of x has no local extrema. So again, I want to find the critical numbers of this function, which is x power 1/3. So first we need to find the derivative and then make it equal to 0. So this is our function. We do the derivative using the power rule. We dropped the derivative, the power down. We drop the power down. Then we subtract the power by 1. So -2/3, since we have a negative exponent, it means its original place is in the denominator. Now we will drop it down. Then this is a 3 cubic root of x squared. This is the index and this is the power. Now we make it equal to 0. When we do the cross product, we got 1 equal to 0. It means no critical point. So this question has no critical point at all. So it means if there is no x value for the minimum, it's by default, there is no y value, there is no maximum or minimum points.